Hello, my name is Carllnisha Bullard, and I am a consultant with the Danville Church-based tutorial program. Today we will be working with elapsed time and guide words, both which are 5th grade standards. Elapsed time is the amount of time that has passed from the beginning of an event to its end. Here are some common facts that we need to remember about time. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 minutes in 1 hour, 24 hours in 1 day, half of an hour is 30 minutes, and a quarter of an hour is 15 minutes. Each number on a clock represents 5 minutes. Replacing the numbers with multiples of 5 will help you see why there are 60 minutes in an hour. The hour hand on the clock is the shorter hand, while the minute hand on the clock is the longer hand. We read the time by looking at the hour hand first and then counting the minute hand. Each number on the clock, remember, is equivalent to 5 minutes. Here are some more facts that we need to be familiar with. 12 a.m. midnight is the beginning of a new day. Morning time is the time where you would get up, and afternoon or lunchtime would be around 10:30 or 11. 12 o'clock p.m. is noon. Another way to remember this is past morning. All right, when you are working with elapsed time, you need to ask yourself, are they asking for beginning time, ending time, or the elapsed time? Let's read this practical situation. Mrs. Ute left for work at 1:28 p.m. She arrived at work at 3:45 p.m. How long did it take Mrs. Ute to get to work? All right, is this beginning, ending, or elapsed time that they're asking for? She went to work at 1:28, or she left home at 1:28, and she arrived somewhere else at 3:45 at work. They are asking us for the elapsed time. Today, we will work with 2 familiar strategies to help us with elapsed time. The first one is a T-chart. To begin, we will put the start and end time in our T-chart. We will then write our start time in the left-hand column. In our right-hand column, we're going to go ahead and add time to get us to 3:45 in whatever increments that we think are best. Now, it's easier to work with time that ends in zeros or fives. So we're going to take this time up to 1:30. 1:28 to 1:30, we added 2 minutes. And we're going to use the abbreviation. All right, we then take 1:30 and put it in our left column because we're getting ready to start at that time and jump again. We want to get to 3:45. All right, now we can jump in larger increments. Let's add 30 minutes to 1:30. If we add 30 minutes to 1:30, what time will we have? Yes, we will be at 2 o'clock. We write our new time and how much we jumped. Again, you take your ending time from where you jumped and put it in the left-hand column. Again, let's do something different this time. Let's add an hour. If I wanted to add an hour to 2 o'clock, what time would we be at? Yes, we would be at 3 o'clock. And how about we write this in minutes? We're going to write an hour in minutes. And remember, an hour is 60 minutes so that we can keep up minutes instead of having to convert back and forth. And let's add minutes to both of these. All right, now we take 3 o'clock and put it here. We're at 3 o'clock and we need to get to 3:45. This will be an easy jump for us because we can see that there are 45 minutes left on this time. All right, and we jumped 45 minutes. And we almost put them all in a straight line. Now we're going to add up all of these times. This gives us 137 minutes. Now we need to convert this to hours. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, and 2 full hours in 137 minutes. We have 60 times 2, and that's what we got that from. So we can subtract 120 from 137, and we are left with 17 minutes. So we have 2 hours and 17 minutes. That's how long it took her to get to work. Another strategy that we can use with elapsed time is a number line. And we use symbols. We have a mountain that equals an hour. We have hills that equal 5, 10, 15, 20, or 30-minute increments. And we have rocks that will equal 1 minute. A number line works well for moving forward or backward in time. We use the same concepts, but we work forward from the start time or backwards from the end time. First, you create a number line. Okay, let's read this problem. Jerry went out for breakfast and shopping with his cousin. They were gone for 4 hours and 13 minutes. Jerry and his cousin arrived home at 7:15 p.m. What time did they leave? All right, first you have to ask yourself, what are they asking for? Beginning, ending, or elapsed time? Okay, so this problem gives us a time that they arrived home, but we have no idea the time that they left. So we are looking for beginning time. Write down the end time, which is 7:15, and leave the beginning time blank. We are then going to add in our hills, mountains, or however many rocks that we need. At the end, we will make sure that we have moved the required amount of time. For this problem, we need to go backwards 4 hours and 13 minutes. Okay, to begin, we're going to have to use a mountain and subtract an hour. Okay, if we subtract an hour from 7:15, what time will we have? Yes, 6:15. Be sure that you put the time in the correct place. See how this is right in the middle of the end of this mountain. All right, we need 3 more mountains. That's 1, 2, 3. All right, and we're just going to put how much time we subtracted inside of the mountain. All right, we have 1 hour, 2, 3, and 4. If we take an hour from 6:15, what time will we be at? Yes, 5:15. And if we take an hour from 5:15, what time will we be at? Yes, 4:15. And if we subtract 1 more hour, what time will we be at? Yes, 3:15. All right, now that we've subtracted all of our hours, we need to subtract the minutes. Now, Hills are in 5, 10, 15, 20, or 30-minute increments. We only need one hill because we're only going to subtract 10 minutes. We have 13. I'm just going to put an M since there's no space. If we subtract 10 minutes from 15 minutes, what time will we have? 3:05. Good job. And we got to squeeze it in there. All right. And if we take 10 minutes away from 13 minutes, that means we have 3 minutes to subtract. So we're going to do 1. We'll be at 30, and I'm going to write it up here. We'll be at 3. It's hard to write with this. 3. Let's erase that. If we subtract a minute from 3:05, we'll be at 3:04. And another rock is going to represent a minute. If we subtract 1 minute from 3:04, we'll be at 3:03. And we're going to use one more rock and subtract a minute, and we will be at 3:02. All right, so our beginning time, the time that they left home, was actually at 3:02 p.m. Now you have 2 strategies to help you find elapsed time. Parents, here are some ways you can help your child at home with elapsed time. Ask a time question every day. For example, how long do they have until dinner, their favorite TV show, or how long do they have before bedtime or breakfast? You can also use a variety of ways to say time, such as a quarter till instead of 15 minutes to. Just give them a lot of different ways of giving or telling time. All right, now let's work on guide words. A guide word is a word that is printed at the top of a dictionary page, giving the first and last word entry on the page and its definition. Here's an example. Sale is a guide word, and February is a guide word on this page. Sale is the first word on the page, and February is the last word on this page. Now, here's an example of a question that you may see in reference to guide words. Which words would appear on the same dictionary page with these guide words? So, light and liking are the guide words, and the words that are here with the gray background are the words we need to figure out if they would be on the same page with these words. And a tip that I have for working with guide words is to write your ABCs at the top of your page. This will help you keep everything in order. You can always refer to it if you need it. If you have lined paper, colored pencils, or a highlighter and a pencil, just 2 different writing objects, it will really help you to see and understand which words are on the same page with the guide words. Lined paper is a great tool to help you line up your letters in so that they're in order and in the same lines. Now, we're going to put light and liking down first, and then we're going to choose lightweight to see if that word is on the same page. Now we have light, lightweight, and liking. We're going to focus on light and lightweight first. The letters that are the same, we're going to mark out, and the ones that are different, we're going to circle. L and L are the same. I and I are the same. G and G are the same. H and H are the same. T and T are the same. Now, there are no more letters behind light. You have to remember, in a dictionary, we add letters to words, we don't take letters away. So lightweight would actually be after light. So this is correct. We're going to give it a check. Next, we're going to look at lightweight and liking. Now, if it gets its second check, that means these words are in alphabetical order, and lightweight is on the same page as light and liking. Okay, L and L are the same. I and I are the same. G and K are different. Now, we need to make sure G and K are in alphabetical order. Think about your ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So G does come before K. These words are in alphabetical order, and lightweight is on the same page as light and liking. All right, now let's look at light, loss, and liking. I'm sorry, light, loose, and liking. Lose, light, lose, and liking. Again, we're going to look at light and lose. L and L are the same. I and O are different letters. Now, we have to make sure they're in alphabetical order. You can say your ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. I comes before O, and these are in the correct order. It gets its first check. Now, we have to look at lose and liking. Let's use a different color. L and L are the same. O and I are different. Now, we just found out that I comes before O, or we figured out that I comes before O, so O can't come before I now. So these are not in alphabetical order. And lose is not on the same page as light and liking. Here is another example you can try on your own. Take a moment and work this one out. Neither of these words are on the same page as grimy and grubby. The A in both words would be out of order with the I in grimy. Great job today. On behalf of the Church-Based Tutorial Program, we would like to thank the United Way and Danville, Pennsylvania County Foundation for their continued support. See you next week.